Let's get this crack-a-lackin'. No? Is it not doing it? Oh, there it is. It's working now. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Let's share this out and get it going. Alright, let's share this out here. Let's go. And then we'll get cracking, yeah. Alright. Should be up in a second. Da, 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 da. Oh, Comcast had... Wow, so we got some news to talk about today. We definitely do. We got some things to talk about today. So yeah, let's put this on. I'm still sharing it out, so excuse me for the momento. You can watch this while I do that. But we got a few things to talk about today, which is great. All right, let me just share this. Let's see, Bro Show live. Okay, let's get share one more place, and we're good to rock and roll. One last spot. There we go. Alright, here we go. Come on. Alright, let's head back into the chat. There we go. Yeah, I was just reading about the Six Flags stuff. What do you call it? Before going live, I was reading up as much as I could on it. And something new just popped up that Jason in Paradise sent me, which is crazy. I don't know if anybody heard this news yet. Hey, what's up, Grobble? But, what do you call it? Epic Universe has been delayed. I gotta look at their conference call. So we'll probably talk about that one tomorrow. When we do the normal, where's the... I gotta find the road. Oh, is that it right there? Okay, let me get a guy. We gotta get a guy to fix. There you go, now we can fix. Whoa. Okay, now I gotta figure out where the hell I'm at. I only went to my junior. Well, the way that they did it at our school, because our school was so small, that we had junior, senior prom. They had to do both together. So I went in my junior year. I didn't go in my senior year. I was like, eh. And I did Christmas balls and stuff like that. I mean, it's funny, the sign, people putting signs up everywhere because of this. You know, like, what the hell is this? What ride? Oh, I forgot about this ride. I forgot this one already. He was too high to remember his prom. I just when I look at, you know, back when I kept to myself. I was one of those, and I had friends outside the area because I had moved to the area when I was in high school, when I was high school age. So obviously I didn't grow up with any kids, so but when I did go to the thing, I don't know, I'm not a dancing kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? So this thing didn't break too. No, we're just waiting for it to go. Just go. I have to change the thing for it to go. But yeah, so yeah, there's signs about graduates and stuff like that. Well, that's that. Okay. I just want this thing to go. Come on, you slow ass. There we go. Now we can... There we go. All right. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to dive deep tomorrow into the Universal call about Epic Universe being delayed. So that's that part there. Then with the Six Flags thing that has popped up today. I mean, I guess it's not all doom and gloom, I guess. I don't know how many of you read or heard about the Six Flags Q1 results. I'll just dive deep into some of it. Just Grovel's here. He can help us make sense of all this. How about that? Or anybody that pays attention to stocks. And I'm just going to the top here, and I'll just... So today they announced Q1 results. All the companies are going to be doing it, whether you like the news or not, because nobody's open. Theme parks and other businesses that are closed and all that. You're going to start seeing all that craziness. So let's see what they got. They talk about, like, they donated food, things that, says, they say, good morning, everybody, how are you? Thank you for joining our first quarter earnings call. Living in the pandemic, as a company, Six Flags committed to first and foremost. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It goes, on today's call, he wants to discuss, this is from the CEO, I want to discuss some of the steps that we've taken to position the company to weather the storm. Then Lenny will discuss our financial performance, thoughts on how we're setting ourselves up to capture this opportunity to emerge even stronger as we navigate the crisis. So they talk about donating food to local banks, giving PPE and medical equipment to medical personnel, provided staging areas for blood drives and the National Guard, stuff like that. So they want to thank their financial partners. They responded quickly and urgently to provide us with additional liquidity that will allow us to navigate successfully through this period of uncertainty. I'm trying to get back. I'm sure you want to see another roller coaster or not. Then we'll stop building. Then we'll stop building them. Yeah, let's move over to here. Let's see this. Let's go to Stay Puft. There you go. You missed the lift hill, which is not even half the fun. So anyway, so they got, so these actions provided us with sufficient liquidity to meet our cash obligations through the end of 2021. Even if we remain in a minimal revenue environment, we'll likely require additional covenant relief from our credit facility lenders if the suspension of operators lasts through the end of 2021. It said our total revenue for the first quarter declined by $26 million or 20% to $103 million. Attendance declined 584,000 or 27% to 1.6 million guests. The entire attendance decline occurred after we suspended operations. Prior to the suspension of operation, attendance was up 255,000 guests or 19%. So that's good. So it says from March 13th through the end of the quarter, our attendance declined by 839,000 guests. Yes, spending per capita in the quarter increased 17% to $56.60. Admission per capita increase was 24% due to the higher reoccurring revenue from members who have passed their initial 12 months. The weird thing is, for the first time, they put numbers of season pass holders. I've never seen that before. And, they're talking about the adjusted EBITDA for the quarter were both losses of $42 million and increased loss of $10 million versus the prior year quarter. They've taken aggressive cost actions to mitigate their costs, cash outflows. We eliminated nearly all of our seasonal labor costs. We announced a 25% salary reduction for all executive offices and salaried employees and 25% reduction in scheduled hours for a full-time hourly employees. They deferred $20 million in increased investment we had planned to improve the guest experience. We identified $10 million to $20 million of additional non-labor operating cost savings for 2020. We are also taking steps to defer or eliminate at least 40 to 50 million of capital expenditures and now expect to spend 90 to 100 million in 2020. Let's see. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to find about the past thing. Oh, so this is something I've never seen before. Like when reading these things, it says our research shows that our guest retention offers are appreciated. We still have 2.3 million members making monthly payments, providing an important source of revenue and cash flow to help us maintain core personal functions while our park operations are suspended. Our 30 million to 35 million monthly cash outflow forecast assumes minimal membership revenue, but no season pass revenue. So they go on talking about how, they deferred this and that. They're talking about passes, nothing. Talking about dividends. They increased their revolver credit from 350 to 481. They did all this other stuff. But then when you get down to... they talk about things that they plan to do when they reopen. Let me see, I'm reading. Hey, Jay Latmer. Hello, please stay safe. Yeah, the problem is, they said in the thing, they have done pass-based before, members plus passes. I've never seen it, but that doesn't. Memberships were 2.6 million, and they stayed at the end of Q4, so they lost 300K in quarter one. Well, that's because 300,000 took, I think, I don't know for sure, but I think that people hit the pause button on their memberships. Yeah, they're working on it. It's going to take a few months to get everything, over the next few months to get everything going with virtual queue lines, like Alex is saying in the chat. Yeah, parks will open at 25% capacity. Things they will need to do include mobile ordering, cashless payments, virtual queue lines. Let's see, let's go back to the thing. Just like that, they said 50% if they open a door right now would come back and go in. 80% if they did some of, if they felt safe, basically. So, if they take the proper precautions and things. So I think with that being said, like I said last night, and I say all the time, and I'm going to continue to say, when you go to a park and you see the social distancing, all the different hand washing stations, the hand sanitizer, you see how things are going. Record, FaceTime, what do you call it? Facebook Live, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you do it, put it out there for people to see, regardless if you got a fan site or not. The more you do that, and they see it, and if they feel safe, they'll go. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it'll scare a whole bunch of people away. I don't know. So let's see. Well, the majority of our lost single-day attendance came during our peak summer months, so we'll lean heavily into this revenue management initiative to drive even more meaningful results. Again, they're working on additional initiatives such as virtual queuing, increased cashless transactions, any ability to order food through our app on a guest phone. reducing the need to stand along lines. Waiting along lines is consistently ranked as number one pain point in our guest experience. So we believe that guests will be thrilled by these technology improvements. They're saying looking ahead in 2020, they can't predict with any certainty the level, the length and severity of the disruption from the virus, or how long and deep the economic impact will be. They're working with state and local government officials to determine which parks can open first based on the lifting of restrictions by local health authorities. They got experience with operating our parks, profitability with low attendance levels, as we are often forced to do during rainy days and inclement weather periods. They talked in the weeks before. They were already getting things leading up to that with, this washing, the hand sanitizer, all kinds of goodies, all kinds of different things. So you have that working for you in your corner. There we go. Here's the little Woody. Alright, so let's see what else they got. So there's questions. People that ask questions. The first question says, so the number one question I keep getting and hoping you can help me with is just what the parks are going to look like in this socially distant environment. And you talked about some maybe of this in the prepared remarks, but maybe help us think through how you would go about limiting the number of people in your park. Probably parks. This is parks. Number one, sort of what technologies that are technical investments, and then the answer is, I think first it's a really good question. It's fundamentally what park present teams have been working on. I mean, the first thing is we've got to gain the trust of the state and local health officials. They've got to feel comfortable we can protect the safety of our guests and our team members. Wow, that was quick. That went really quick. They're going to be wiping down the rides throughout the day. We're going to have hand washing stations, free sanitizers, mass sanitations, parks each night. We're going to have to enforce social distancing in all areas, starting from the parking lot to the rides to the queue lines and the dining areas, and that's going to be the reality and a manual reality as well. They've already begun implementing these measures. As I said before, we suspended operations compared to how we do this manually and how we coach guests as they come, how they come in. It's going to be that alone right there. That's where we come in and give them a little time to get going when they reopen, because it's gonna be a crap fest, because you're gonna have a lot of people that are stupid and they're not paying attention. They're not gonna follow rules. So we're all gonna have to be a little patient when this happens, whenever it happens. Okay, we already looked at that one. We got that one. We watched that one. Watch that one. What's this one? Was this the first? No. I don't know which one it is. Oh, is this the spinning coaster right thing? Yeah, so we're gonna have to be patient when they decide to what do you call it? Open, because it's gonna be a crap fest. There was it says, do you expect to be available as soon as the summer? And they're talking about the technologies. Meaning a phone app that would allow people to know when the ride is ready as opposed to people in the park, sort of directing people where to go. And how do you communicate with people? Is there a point where you're turning away guests in the scenario? Presumably, I would think that would be the case, but how are you thinking about that? Yeah, this is my crazily themed with bubbles spinning coaster that I kind of wish was a reality. I would ride it. Whee! Well, interesting. So, and then they go, Then the CEO says, I mean, as we're talking, I'm saying yes to your latter question, James. There's going to be, as we ramp up, as we're having initial conversations, there's going to clearly be capacity limits. I mean, we operate at about 50% normally, so we will have guidelines and partnerships with the local health officials around what do they feel comfortable with, and we know exactly what our accounts are. We're already testing before these operations, mobile ordering, virtual queuing, cashless, and as well as look to enhance our security. So that will ramp up. It will depend by park. It will depend on how we do that. But remember, we've been doing this before, and we know how to manage guests manually and coach them accordingly. So being parallel, we'll do it manually to make sure people are clear, whether it's letting them know spots in line by paint, where they stand for social distancing. As we ramp up the technology, as we move forward and allow people to know when they can come to the ride, when they can come pick up their food, etc. We anticipate that we'll be able to do those things over the next few months. So things are going to roll out. Things are going to be a little, then they say the same guy says perfect. And then my second question, and I guess first off, I really want to commend you guys, really congratulate you guys in terms of your efforts in extending liquidity and getting those covenants pushed back. That really was an impressive effort. But so I guess the question is for Lenny, how should I think about covenants beyond 2020? Is it right to think that once we get into quarter one 2021, we're doing the trailing 12 months in the last 3 quarters of 2019? Is that how this is going to work mechanically? And where does the leverage ratio now stand given the transaction that took place within the last couple of weeks? What's the total sort of debt amount we should be working with to back into leverage numbers as we move forward? So for 2020, we've suspended the testing of a senior secured leverage ratio for 21. Each quarter will be replaced with an actual quarter for the quarter of 21. So essentially quarter 2, the Q1 test we used in the last 3 quarters of 2019. The Q2 tests will use the first 2 quarters of 21. So there's a bunch of secured debt is made up of new $725 million notes that we issued on the 22nd, then $47 million on our term loans, since we paid down $315 million of the term loan with the proceeds from the bond. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything. I mean, they're talking lots about money. Let's see. I'm trying to see if they have any. Well, they said they've done. We do feel confident. Done it before. We can get the parks up and running in 14 to 21 days, and teams are ready to do it. Yeah, so at the 25%. So I'm just looking. I know you guys are watching the same thing. So I'm just reading to find any of this like good stuff. If there's any. I mean, they're being very transparent with stuff. They're talking about, the membership. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is, I mean, it's not, for what we're, I don't see anything with a potential date and reopening, not that I've seen anything. Okay, hang on, let's see. So it says if we keep those members, which today is approximately 2.3 million, let's create upside. 14% of those decreased. I mean, it's mostly. I mean, this is a shareholder call, so they're worried about the money. It looks like they don't know. I didn't see, and I could be wrong, but I haven't seen a date. You know, they've been doing mid-May, June, July, August, whatever. I haven't seen any of that yet. It's just a bunch of money jargon. Well, Nightmares bought a 2020 season pass to Six Flags Astroworld. Have fun with that. I know it's a joke and a troll, but that's okay. No, we're just a theme park New England. I was just rambling off some of the stuff from the quarter 1 results. You know, they were saying how many memberships they have. 2.3 million. You know, it's a bunch of money. Things are up, things are down. It is what it is. I don't know about you guys, but I think just based off of that information, that wasn't totally bad. I mean, considering the times that we're in, that wasn't that bad. Okay, we go up the lift hill. I mean, considering what we're looking at. But the CEO did say that the pause is allowing them to look at all expenses. I mean, it's good when I mean, in essence, I mean, I even look at everything. I mean, because you've got nothing going on, I can look at, you know, like even my company, I can look at, oh, where will we spend in it? Because, like, there's really no expenses right now. You know, the credit cards are getting paid down. We're not paying them all off, so we have cash, but we're just paying it down. We're doing all this other, like, cool stuff. You know what I mean? We're looking at a lot of stuff our end. And I think every company's doing that. Oh, well, I mean, as long as, I mean, the only income they're going to have for quarter 2 is whatever the membership passes equate to in dollars. So 2.3 members. It doesn't break down each kind of thing. You know, who's got Diamond Elite, who's got this, who's got that. It doesn't equate to much in terms. You're just going to... Because obviously quarter 1, you know, like Six Flags Fiesta, Oba Texas, and Magic Mountain were open. So people were generating the income there. Now they're closed. So yeah, you're going to lose a significant amount of money. You know? So, like I said, it is what it is, and we'll see what it is. It's... I mean, if this stock takes a beating because of a huge drop and the park's not open, that's... I think for any park, any company, I think that's a little unfair because you can't... If you're closed not making $1, what are you gonna do? You know? I mean, it is what it is. People are gonna want their money, but they know now they got... I don't think this stock's gonna take too much of a beating. It shouldn't. The only reason why I say that is, I mean, in a perfect world, and this isn't a perfect world, what do you prefer, Zamparella Thunderbolts or B&M Gigas? Well, I've only rode one Thunderbolt at Coney Island, and that ride's painful. In a couple areas, it's all right. It's not anything amazing to write about. I can tell you that much. Is that open? Yep, that's... The Rocktopus is open. Trying to figure out what's the... Alright, so what's the next coaster we should be building here? We got the B&M Flawless right there. Wait, did we... I don't even know if I... Oh, it's broken. It's broken. These rides are always breaking. Always breaking. Let me see. No, I don't... And so loss in the numbers is international was down from 23 million to 13 million. The China deal money is gone. Only have Saudis. Hey, I'm glad to see that people are, getting into the stock and doing their thing. And look, at the end of the day, we know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. I mean, I didn't see anything in there that said, "Oh, we plan to reopen in June or July." I didn't see any of that. I was scrolling and I wasn't totally watching, but anything that stuck out to me, I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been to Discovery Kingdom. I gotta get there. Wait, don't I have... I gotta find it. I gotta find where I'm at. Yeah, I know I got one. Yeah. Yeah, don't. I'm gonna put a ride in here, and then we'll build a coaster. I don't know what we're gonna build yet. Come on. The Elixir. Look at that ride. We got the Elixir in the house. But yeah, so when what do you call it? When it comes to what's going on, we just gotta kind of play it by ear. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm okay with that. You know why? Because it gives everybody kind of a breath. I know we're all eager to go, and then we can try and figure it out. Me too. Have your camera ready to take pictures of the whales. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was another thing for those that missed it. What I said right in the beginning that uh, Universal had their conference call today, and they said Epic Universe is delayed. I don't know if that's because they had to shut down the site or what. I don't know what. I don't know what caused it. That I don't know. I haven't looked at their information. I was looking at Six Flags before, so we're definitely gonna tomorrow talk about. I mean, we can talk about it today, but I want to go through it even more. How do I record ride, video, audio, glasses, GoPro? It depends. Media days, it's the GoPro that they supply. They have a company come out and film. They have GoPros mounted on the rides. If it's a place like Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, even Knoebels, if you go to their guest services, as long as your GoPro or camera has a strap, and they say it's going to be wrist to chest, and as long as they approve it and it's on securely, you can get approval to record the rides at those parks. Uh, Places like Disney, depends. Disney, you don't need permission. As long as you're doing it properly and you're not endangering anybody, you could do it. I've used the phone. I've used GoPro. You like the slow moving rides. I've used my phone because usually I do this thing with It's a Small World because I hate that ride. I'm usually just trash talking the ride all the time, just being funny and stupid. It's what I do. It's definitely one of the stupid things that I do, but I just do it in a way that you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not. This way nobody's gonna get like killed when being on a ride with me. Like I said, that's what I do. I'm not saying that's the perfect way to do it, but I haven't lost the device, and nobody's gotten hurt with me being around. So it feels like a win-win for everybody. And I'm putting all this in here for a flat ride. Let's see, what do we got here? What's this? Whoa. There you go, we got an ornate flower bed. Look at that, it looks good. People will like it. Nightmares and Max, they like to talk to each other, to themselves. Max is having a great conversation with himself, which is kind of funny. Alright, so we got this. We gotta find a good spot for a roller coaster. Alright, there's a good spot. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. Today I'm going crazy. Alright, let's see, what are we going to build? Yep, they talk to each other. That they do. Same person, though. All right. Let's do this. There we go. Make it go like that. Yeah, so with and I definitely got to check out. Let's see if I can see that. What's up, Costa King? With Comcast, you said that it was what did you say there, Chris? Universal also had stockholder call today. They said lost about 33%. They also announced Epic Universe will be delayed. The last thing they said was they don't know when the parks will open back up. I figure like this. Once myself personally, no, I didn't record the mystery box. I'm doing that after this. That's going to happen once, I'm done with this for the day. How fast is this going? I just want to see how fast this is going when it pushes it out. No, not fast enough. Not fast enough for what I wanted to do, so. I wanted to put it like in a corkscrew, kind of like Hydra does it. I started going through it. And I saved it as a draft, and I haven't uploaded it yet. I was working on that yesterday with your article, Lindsay. I had forgotten about it, I'll be honest. And then I was going through my emails. I'm like, oh, shit. That's what honestly happened. Okay. No, we gotta go up. Up. Nightmare is better than Great America's Drop Tower. No, I started getting back into the swing of things instead of just... I mean, how tall is this? Yeah, so like I said, we just... I'm just interested to see when they reopen the parks, just because it's just such nonsense of just sitting here doing nothing. I get it. People want to go out or people want to stay home. I'm kind of just sick of sitting in the house. And it's raining today, so it's making it a bad day, you know. All right, let's make sure that this works before I continue any further. Mock Tower is a frog hopper on steroids. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you think about it, it is. It is. That's kind of funny you say that. All right. All right, let's smooth this puppy out. Okay. Get it out of the ground. Jeez. Same. Had to reboot one before stream because power went out for a second. Yeah, that sucks. Sucks when the power goes out. I think it's going to make it. I think that's going to make it, I think. You know, I'm okay with drop towers myself. I mean, I don't run to them. But if there's people with me that's like, hey, can we go ride this drop tower? And sometimes I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Or sometimes I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to join in. But that's what do you call it? I guess riding drop towers has become kind of a minority thing for me to do lately. Just haven't been, you know, I haven't been feeling them. Like, you know, like the special ones. Yeah. Is it gonna make it? Oh, it makes it. Oh yeah, let's do a roll. No. All right, let's see what happens when we do this. Make it nice and smoothie. Isn't it amazing when you watch how it just changes the whole thing? It's amazing. It's amazing what it could do. Hey, welcome, Charles. For those that didn't see what Charles said, he said, not sure if anyone has said it yet, but thanks for all the live daily stuff and normal Wednesday evening Grove Show, being able to chat, talk about parks, bring some sanity during this. Thanks, Josh. Well, you are most welcome. I mean, really, that was the whole point of all this. Well, hopefully, anyway. Oop. Okay. Can I go up? Oops. No, what are you doing? What the hell is going on here? Whoa, I really... Can we say that this ride's gonna hurt? What happens if I go like this? Well, that's kind of crazy looking like that. Great. Well, I didn't ride the one at Magic Mountain. When I was there, why didn't I ride it? Maybe I didn't want to, or it wasn't open. I don't remember. Okay. All right, we gotta move that. Make it. Oops. Oh, we gotta go that way. Oops. Yeah, the typical ouchie wawa right there. I want to go down. I don't know what's going to happen. This ride's going to suck probably. Well, yeah, the turn's going to be bad, but I still kind of want to see it just everybody just get messed up. I'm not going to lie. Let's see what it looks like. Well, being a Vekoma, they're all bad for the most part, so this is just going to fit right in. Oh, and there we go. We died. Well, once I'm done, I'll smooth it all out, too. It'll smooth out a little bit. Not a whole lot, but... yeah, that's not going to make it. That'll never make it in a million years. And that's just stupid. What if I... yes, I'm trying to kill everybody that I can. If you think a launch coaster that's 300 feet tall is not a giga, then you think a 400 foot coaster with the lift hill is not a strata. Wait, who said that? Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon World sucks. Really bad. I played it the other day. I was thinking, I was like, let me play it for a little bit. Let me get like, you know, kind of like up to snuff a little bit, and then I was gonna stream it. And then I was like, I was playing it. I'm like, this is garbage. I'm like, we can't play with this. I'm like, that should just be. And Charles, to answer your question, maybe. Charles, it's very possible. Into the ride it goes. Let's try and go. Nope, we're gonna go the other way. Did I just hear the purge siren? Is that what I just heard? Yeah, Charles, I agree with that statement. It seems like it. It sounds like stuff that child molester would say. That's gonna be bad. I can already feel that that's being bad. Well, let me do this, because I'm gonna forget, like I always do. I always seem to forget. Well, let me tell you, Max, it's a launch coaster, whether it's like a full complete, if it's a half-ass circuit, it is what it is. I'm hoping if I do something like this. What happens if I... No? Wait, it's not doing what I want it to do. What's up with that? So weird. I don't know what the hell's going on. Well, Boomerang is not a full circuit. And it's a strata. What Boomerang? What are you talking about? I haven't the slightest clue what this dude's talking about. Boomerang. I've never seen a 400-foot boomerang. I don't know what he's talking about. Anybody know what he's talking about? Or am I just like on crack or something? Inquiring minds would like to know. Hey, why didn't... Oh. Maybe? I don't know. And then we'll decorate it all up, make it look better. Well, 40... That's a roller coaster. It's like a weird mousetrap contraption. See, here's the thing, though. Those Lawson loops that have been in, that have been in parks. Not a lot of it really depends on what they're going for. Like Six Flags use it as a cheap way for it to be a roller coaster because the company Lawson says it is. And they know it's not because everybody gave them crap about it. I mean, we're used to the traditional sense of a roller coaster. I mean, if that's the case, then if you want to get technical, then Top Thrill Dragster, any launch coaster, then that's not a roller coaster. If you think about it. Based on everybody's like flawed thinking, the traditional roller coaster before people started, innovations, had a lift hill and it just coasted. There was no launch. So when people look at like the Dragon Kiddie coasters, that's powered. Well, so isn't Top Thrill, and so it's kind of tit for tat. If you get what I'm saying. Alright, let's go for a ride and see what it looks like. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the test ratings are going to be when it's over. Am I going to be able to open this puppy? I didn't add any brakes anywhere, so I may have to add some brakes to slow this puppy down somewhere. Well, that area over there needs a little love. Oh yeah, that needs a little extra lovey love love. Yeah, that's not gonna... Wow, look at that! All greens. It's all good. I don't have to change nothing. Imagine that. It's all perfect. Who would have thought that? I mean, I thought that was never gonna happen. People will ride it. I'm shocked. People like torture. That is definitely a torture machine. If I've ever seen one. Can you guys believe it? Got all greens. That's insane. There we go. We can make this like how Zumanjaro's queue line is. Make it take 20 hours to get there. Nope. Come on. Come on. You know why? Too much length. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can start doing whatever it is we do. Removing the what? Removing the boomerang is the play. Removing the boomerang at New England, I'm okay with them getting rid of both of the boomerangs, actually. I mean, if we're gonna get technical with stuff, I mean, I don't have love for that thing. Got an idea. Oh wait, you gotta do this first. I'm gonna make it a volcano. I can see them getting rid of. I 100% agree with that. Goliath is gonna go before flashback. All day long. All day long. That's going to go all day long before. All day long. That ride is too much of a maintenance nightmare, and especially with the ongoing everything going on. What's this? That's small jet, sludge fire, medium fire, flamethrower, lava pour, lava splash. There, like that. Where is... I know it's here somewhere. No. I thought... I could be wrong here. Oh, that's what we want. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Oh, it's gonna look like they got burned to death. Let's see. Oh yeah, New England needs a water park expansion badly. The last one they got was Bonsai Pipeline. What was that, 2013 or something like that? Was like the last time that they did that. So they're in need of. I'm in the wrong spot. Oops. They're in desperate need of one of those attractions, but I mean, I would see a lot more. Of those attractions coming a lot sooner than, big coasters. They need to change that. I know everybody wants the big coaster, the big big bad ride, but I think it's time for them to. And I think with them, especially like looking at their quarter results because of this, it's definitely time to take inventory, figure out what are the maintenance nightmare rides, and get rid of them. Hey, what's up, chicken? They need something. And after I talked to the park about the rumor that went around saying that they couldn't get one because of what do you call it? Because of power issue. They're like, no, we can get one anytime we want. The power issue thing isn't the problem. It's just spending the money to do it is the problem. Oh, still going. All right, cool. The Ring of Fire. I'm going to make this thing look like a volcano by the time I'm done with it. I just need some more effects. Where is it? There we go. Get a little, where is it? Is it over here? Where's the smoke? No, we just want some regular smoke. I'll just... And then we'll get some smoke. Where's the regular smoke? I thought oh, here we go. Smoke. And where's, here we go. Where is... I'm going to go off again. There we go. What's... Oh, wait, where was the... What's this? There you go. Now just put some rocks in it, make it look like a volcano. We're good. So what are you talking about here? Oh. Yeah, I see St. Louis isn't getting the big, huge investments. Kind of like Great Escape and Six Flags America. And lately with LaRone, they're not getting the same kind of level of investment. They're kind of getting the, you get what you get and you don't get upset kind of thing. That's what you're getting over there. I know a lot of people hate it. But I just, and you would think with St. Louis and its location and all the millions of people around, you'd think it would get a better investment. I don't know what's going on over there. Like why they can't get... Same thing, you know, during CoastaCon, we had that... I asked a question during the tour. I said, why don't... You know, I'm like, you guys have, like, ridiculous amounts of millions of people. Like, I asked them straight out, I'm like, why aren't you guys getting the investment? And they're like, they don't even really know that it's... I mean, what they're willing to tell anyway, but... They said, oh, just keep emailing corporate so we can get bigger rides and, you know, better rides. You know, they need to hear it from the people. They're like, you know, they were kind of hinting at something that they were looking to do when we're on that tour, you know, for future investment. So, who knows? But I asked them, and they just said, you know, at some point over in this area, in this certain area, we're trying to get something. You know, they got wish lists just like everybody else. They want to get a big investment like somebody else. But they did prove, I know like Six Flags America did prove that when they added like a big new ride, that the season pass sales went up, so. I guess it's just a matter of finding the right attraction that draws, that's going to get them the right draw without a crazy, crazy amount of investment. Like, I think if they got a 4D free spin, it would be a hit for them. And they would get their return on investment on it. Those things don't cost a whole lot compared to like a B&M or something. They're not, they don't cost, you know, $20 million. Those are obviously in Six Flags price range, since they bought a whole boatload of them. That's why I wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, the Axis come soon. I wouldn't be surprised to see some new Vekoma rides come in soon. I wouldn't be surprised. I think they're gonna start and trying out some of these new Vekoma coasters and some of these other rides. I think. That's just me. I could be wrong. But I think you're going to start seeing that kind of investment coming, because Vekoma and SNSs, they're not B&M, you know, in money. So I do see that happening at some point. When, I don't know. We got to get through this mess first. And I can't wait to get back to somewhat normalcy, because this is, all these rainy days are killing me. Me and rainy days are just not friends. Like yesterday was awesome. Sunny, nice day. It was great. Alright. I know I'm spinning this screen on you. Alright. I'm just throwing rocks to try to make it look like a volcano. I gotta put some lava coming down. Close up some of these missing areas. Alright, not bad. Actually, this is turning out better than I thought it was, actually. I wish there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I mean, if I look at the rain, if I'm looking at the forecast, I don't know how you guys feel about like doing this lockdown with all the rain. Somebody text me. Who the hell texts me? It's gonna rain today, tomorrow. Saturday's gonna be all right. 65. Sunday 69. Monday 64. Tuesday 56. Wednesday rain at 57 degrees. Thursday 57, 58. The next Saturday rain. Monday the 11th rain. It was slowly starting to warm up. Who the hell texts me? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, you know, you go like driving in the mud and stuff, Christian, when you go riding around in your Jeep. I could have swore I seen you doing stuff like that last year. I could have swore I seen you had pictures like that last year. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Except with this virus stuff. I'm pretty on point and right every time. Actually, maybe I should. I'm the new age Nostradamus. Except the predicted doom and gloom, I'm predicting other stuff. So I guess that's good. I don't want to predict the doom and gloom to everybody. I want to have happy times, man. Happy, happy, joy, joy. What I'm hoping is the parks decide to open soon, soon enough, and we can go back to having some fun. That's all I want at the end of the day. Go back to having fun. Get back to living how life was. These things look like dog turds. Look at that. It looked like a dog turd. Look at that. It looks like a dog turd. So what opens Monday for you? And last comment today. I'd love to see some new Vacoma editions with improved track technology and those great vest restraints. Well, I'm hoping that, like, you know, with all the what do you call it? With all the new stuff that Vacoma's been putting out, they've had to improve. Oops. Okay. We made the rock bridge. Very nice. All right, let me put some lava. We gotta get the lava that drips. Let's see. Okay, let's make it go. Look at that, lots of lava. People are gonna die. So then I gotta go back here and I gotta hide them. I gotta, you know, it's kind of like I gotta hide the thing. Neutron coaster is gonna be awesome. Rock crawling. What do you own? A loop? Lost and Loop? No, the Lost and Loops, they're just the fun little flat ride, carnival ride. That's all it is. And that's fine. They're fun. When you take it saying that it's not a coaster, I don't know who that is, so they can go away. I'm not answering phone calls. I don't know who they are. How do you hate that you get a phone call, you don't know who it is? Okay. Cover it up as best as I can so I don't have to look at it. Look at the people, they're going to burn to death on this thing. Let's see who's... Alright, so I gotta put some more fire in there to make it... Alright, I wanna watch. There we go, let's see how it looks like with that. Yeah, definitely capacity nightmares for the Catwoman's whip and the Adirondack Outlaw. Those things are going to be horrible when it comes to capacity. But those parks, they don't get the attendance to warrant that at the moment. They really don't. Oh, they got burned. They got burned. Look at that. Now they're gonna twist and turn and watch the world burn. There you go. I think it's 24. I think that one is 24, I think. I think Supergirl in New England is 24. Yeah, Great Escape is a smallish park. It's not a big park. It's a small little cute and cuddly little park. All right, let's dig this down a little bit. Okay. It's not what I wanted to do, but that's what it's doing. I don't know. Well, let's do the little testy test here. I doubt it's canceled. Because they were hardcore working on it before it I mean, could it happen? Of course. Things to do. Thrill rides. I just find it weird if they canceled it. I can't on the what do you call it? What's new? No, it's still on the site. I'm on my phone. See, it's there still. You gotta, when you look at the date, when you go click menu, click what's new, it's there. It's on the website. It didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I mean, if you guys remember when we went, even Charles was, well, before I met up with Charles that day, they had, I went right, as soon as I got in the park, I went right over by Scream, and I took pictures. Construction was well underway. They were getting everything ready. They're not going to cancel. That ride doesn't cost a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we know that much. So like I said, again, it's just a matter of just getting things to happen, I guess, right? I mean, nobody is officially canceled. I mean, rides are off sites, but we just don't know what's truly going to happen. Because, you know, they're trying to save money, not spend money. Rides are already, you know, being built, and they're like, what do we do? I mean, everybody's in the same boat, not just Six Flags. I just noticed that people like to pick on Six Flags the most. I've come to realize, and I get it. People got their beefs with them. I mean, for me, I like them because it's the Out of the major chains, it's the biggest thing that's around. You know, we got Lake Compounds. I love going there. We got, there we go. Change it up. Let's see what else we got over here. What about this? There we go. We can make it a giant rock. Make it a giant rock. Yeah, everybody's. I think for the most part, I think Lerone, because I don't think Lerone's gonna open, and we at all this year just because based off of Quebec and all that stuff that they announced. So who knows anymore? I just kind of go when they open, they open. I'll go when I can. Though I wish I just had some kind of news on when I could get in there. I mean, that would be really nice to find out when we could get in, start planning accordingly our lives to get back to normal. I mean, if they just show us, I mean, nobody knows. But I mean, if they say they said September, Labor Day weekend we're opening, at least this way you could plan, you could mentally prepare yourself, you could physically prepare yourself, and whatever it is. Because like I said, nobody's got a clue on anything. Especially even, I mean, it's still too early to determine, and I'm sure they don't feel comfortable opening yet. I mean, because I know they're not going to rush that. They want to be open. They put themselves into a position where they got enough money to the end of 2021. They're not going to care. I mean, they're going to want to open. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, and the cool thing is that from things I've been reading as the restrictions are lifted, you know, and per state, that construction is starting to resume back up. It's just things going to be delayed. Things are, you know, things are just going to be the way they are for a little bit, and we're just going to have to eat the shit sandwich. Let's just be honest. When it comes to wanting to go, and there's nothing we could do about it, so, it's just crazy. But yeah, so, let me see, I prefer Great Adventure to Dorney a little bit because it's secluded, where Dorney is within... Yeah, Dorney gets crazy and wild. That much I do know. It does get a little nutsy. It does. I like adding this Ghostbusters fog, and I like putting things on fire. I like to watch the world burn. Imagine if they really built a roller coaster with real lava. That would be cool, I think. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good time for anybody right there. Oh yeah, where's where is can we put this up here? I'm gonna try something. Oops, wrong one. I want to... Let me see. Oops. Come on, up. Okay, I'll just put some rocks. When in doubt, put in the rock. Green Lantern can be decent if it gets new trains. Green Lantern, which version of Green Lantern are you talking about? That's the question. Which version? You talking Magic Mountains or Great Adventures? Let me see what they're saying. The Zack spin. I don't know. From what everybody says, the ride sucks. I never got to ride it, so everybody says it's a painful ride. I only know a few people that I know personally that have ridden it, and then people like that you made friends with on Facebook that you never really met before, and you're like, and they ride, and you're like, well. Well, that added a little extra. I guess you like paying on a coaster. Wait, California government is to blame. Why? What did they do? I didn't. What did they do that made the thing run awful? Did it have to do with like earthquake requirements? I don't know what California did. I just heard it's very painful and people are like, ouch, ouch, ouch. Christian, I think they're talking about the one from Magic Mountain. I think that's what they're talking about, because I remember when Green Lantern first showed up at Great Adventure, it was awesome, and now it's not so much. When what do you call it? When it became Green Lantern, I mean, I was shocked that they moved a stand-up coaster to begin with, because my experience with them were awful. I mean, I rode it and I was like, okay, it's not too bad. It's better than, but it's not. It's not fun. It hurts. I'm just curious to see what the theme park landscape looks like once things get reopened. All right, let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a ride. See what happens. This ride's starting to come out A-okay in my book. It's amazing what you can do when you can add stuff to it to make it look better. It's amazing. Alright, let's ride it out. I want to see what this looks like now. Imagine if they could do this with every coaster, just add theming to it. I mean, this alone is better than anything Six Flags has ever done. You hear that? It must be bad wheels. And we came out of volcano. Woohoo! Yeah, and I'm just curious as to what the California government made Six Flags do at Magic Mountain. I mean, we hear about this a lot in the theme. I mean, look at like with Great Adventure with King Takara and Zumanjaro. They can't run at the same time. They're gonna run different. They're afraid somebody's gonna get messed up or whatever. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, good luck with that one, Nightmares. Oh, crap, I gotta open it. Oh, wait, I gotta decorate the queue line. If you don't decorate the queue line, they get mad. I know, dumb. Six Flags St. Louis is not going to be a flagship park. It's just not. You just can't. Well, it's going to be... They're going to have to do something to open, whether it's miserable or not. That's why I said be patient when any park opens. I don't care if it's a Six Flags, a Knoebels, a Kentucky Kingdom. Be patient. And don't be... I will call people out like crazy if I see you guys acting like an asshole because the park's running a little slow. I will call you out and I will make sure that you're a little bitch. I'll make sure that it's known that. You got to give everybody a little bit of a time. I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect and there's going to be issues and they should be dealt with, but right at the get-go, give them a little leeway because this is something that nobody has ever in the history of the world that's living today has done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We're all used to one thing, like how things are. Whether the operations suck or not, regardless in real time, you know, when it's not this, it's going to be worse across the board. Whether it's Disney or anywhere, doesn't matter who, what park, what company, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's had to do this before. So when you guys start ramping up, going, I'm going to call you out. Because you're just showing that you're entitled and you're acting like a douche. I get it. We all want it back to normal. We all like whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I say just give them a little, you know, leeway. We got everybody's... Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what's going on. So by coming out like right out the gate, oh, the operations are slow and it's... like, come on. We all want things to go back, and they ain't. They're not anytime soon. So it's time to get off your high horses. Because we all know how the enthusiast community is. Oh, the ride is slow. I demand better service. I demand. That's what enthusiasts do. You're all a bunch of bitches. I demand because of this. I'm a coaster enthusiast, and I have a season pass, so I demand the best experience for me and my friends possible. And if I don't get them, I'm going to spank you and trash you across the interwebs. Because that's what people do. I mean, people are already complaining. I've been seeing people bitching about CoasterCon being canceled. I'm like, yeah, it's canceled. Yeah, da, 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 what the hell? You people are just ridiculous. I'm just saying that's what enthusiasts do, and that's what it is. And I'm telling you, that's how people are. Enthusiasts are ungrateful. They claim to be appreciative, but they're not. I have to honestly say, out of different hobbies and enthusiast groups, that coaster enthusiasts are pretty much the worst. Everybody knows I'm into a ton. You know, I've seen a ton of different groups, a different of everything, and people just coaster enthusiasts are actually the worst group of enthusiasts out there. I'm not saying all, but majority. I don't know. I people watch and analyze people way too much. And I look at what people are saying and people want and do, and it's like that saying the customer's always right is wrong. It is. I mean, people can hate on me for my comments, but that's the truth. Oh, is there some Chinese person coming in here? I come to get you and take over your thing. Maybe it's somebody trying to release the virus in here and make you more scared. There we go. We built that up. It's great. We added some trees. There we go. It's beautiful. All right. But yeah, so like I said, just give the parks a little bit of a break. Roasted China. 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 Um, yeah, I mean, I just want to see people be able to come together, support the park, because, like I said, this is unprecedented. Nobody's ever seen this thing like this before. You know what I'm saying? You is Raz. Oh, maybe it's Russian. Maybe it's somebody trying to. It's Putin. Putin's coming in here to get us. Well, now I want to see how this thing runs with the trees. See what it looks like with all the trees now. All right, so it's Vladimir Putin trying to get us. That's what it is. They're in here trying to attack us. All right, so we got trees. With the hitting the trees. Oh, I feel bad for you guys riding this ride. You gotta get smacked with trees. Yeah, we don't have a really good maintenance department to trim the trees for us. And you also get hit with lava when you ride my roller coasters and slapped by trees. Vladimir Putin's coming in to get us. I mean, if they want to, if somebody wants to really go in that effort and hack me to get something, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get from me. So, hack away. Hack away. Hack away. Because if they think they're going to get like some crazy money on me or something, they're definitely barking up the wrong tree on that. All right, it's open. Yeah, you got it when you're looking for the 2020 rides. You got to look in the what's new section. It's kind of weird, but nobody wants to ride my Raptor. How many? I wonder how many people have ridden this thing. Wow, it's made some money. Oh, it's made its lifetime profit. Look at that. It's made 67. Well, it's probably really like 67 million, but it's in thousands. How much did it cost to build this thing? Monthly run cost. Does it say cost? What's this? Finances. Doesn't say. Well, let's just add some trees to it. Add some pretty little trees. See, I added some trees, and then people started going in the line. Well, there you go. That's what you gotta do. You gotta add some trees. Add some pretty happy trees. Where are the happy little trees? Honestly, I think Magic Mountain's better than Great Adventure. To be honest, that's my opinion. Magic Mountain, I feel, has the better coastal lineup. Who would have thought I would ever say that in my life? But yeah, that's my true feeling. I think Magic Mountain. I wish I was rich, man. I wish. Believe you me, I wish I was. Oh, you can. If I was rich, trust me, you would know. I'd be like, I'm rich, bitch. My business, where we do automated lighting control, which when you go, it schedules the lighting on and off in an office, sports stadiums, government buildings, retail, whatever. That's what it does. That's what we do. Trust me, we're not rich. We do all right, but we're not rich. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I would love to be rich. Everybody would, but that's okay. I don't need to be. Dude, I remember Enchanted Forest. That place was awesome for what it was. Oh yeah, if I was rich, I probably would have a park of some type. Well, it's not that they're going out of business. They're gonna claim bankruptcy and get their debt cleared out, which is cool. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, like there was one, like, like J.C. Penney is one of our customers, and it's saying J.C. Penney bankruptcy is almost inevitable, liquidation isn't. I mean, I wouldn't buy the stock by any means right now. They'll get out. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna kick the can down the road, whatever. I mean, we got a lot of. I mean, we're still doing work with government buildings and on, I hope schools. As long as all of them don't close, we're good. We'll be all right. And if my company goes out of business, then I'll figure it out from there. I'm not worried. I live by the motto, in the end, it always works out. And it will. Wait, go back to the chat. I'm in the wrong chat. Let me see. You might be able to begin rehiring. Yeah, I figure we're probably going to be in phase 2, because here's the problem. We travel the country. So, and we got a lot of, service calls and stuff lined up for when reopen. It's going to be weird, man. Going to be weird. Trying to get everything to go. Do I have a drop tower? What is this? That's not a drop tower. Do I have a drop tower? It looks like I don't. Because I want to put one in. Is this the... Oh no, we already watched that one earlier. Okay, cool. Let's see. Excitement. Come on. Get in there. Let's build this. Hey, 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 get over there. All right, there we got that one. We got that one. Okay, let's get this rocking, rolling, ready. And... oh, you can't make it go bigger? Okay. There we go. Now we got a drop tower in the area. There we go. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go hang out and do some stuff. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock. Thanks for watching. We'll go back to our regular scheduled format of Grove Show. We'll talk about Comcast. We'll go more, dive deeper into the Six Flags thing and whatever else pops up. And we will see you guys. So till then, keep